你怎么卡住了？不要卡住啊！
Certainly.
算了，我打不赢他。不会哦，呵呵，这么厉害。那我们离开吧。虽然说我也不知道要去哪里。那你赶快去眯一下啊！来自艾戴斯船长的重要信件。那么你已经见过本人，然后又把这东西带到我这里。你冲进来之前就不能擦一下靴子吗？我偏题了。我知道你做了什么，我知道你是谁，而且不像是我倒霉的愚蠢副手。看见威胁的时候，我就意识到这是威胁。那么我，艾戴斯船长，开始了新皇族海盗们的指挥官以及狗屎王宴里第二大海盗舰队的领袖，邀请你拥有可怕力量神秘的凝视者来舷窗堡垒与我谈判。我的意思是我保证不会在吃晚餐和喝酒的时候趁机捅死你，期待着能与你在火炉旁边友好交谈一番。我想提供给一种最高荣耀、最血腥的勇气。我帮你的忙，你帮我斩死我的敌人。我们将会酌最好的莱姆酒庆祝他们的死亡。哦，记得来的时候带上点坚果蜜饯。你最新的也是最亲近的朋友艾戴斯，定住，这不是陷阱，这是什么鬼信啊？会去才有鬼嘞！好扯哦。我们要前往内克塔卡。那我们去内克塔卡。我们先去那个，我们先去舷窗堡垒嘛。对，我们去舷窗堡垒，看看他到底会不会捅死我们。好远哦！原来我第一次开船的时候开了那么远，才到达舷窗堡垒的。来吧，艾戴斯。Hey.
You're the captain who Aldi's invited to parley, ain't you? I'm to keep an eye out. It's so I can provide you an escort when you arrive. Right this way, Captain.
为什么游戏暂停了？
You must be Captain. Glad you could make it, love son.
哦，他是绿巨人，你也是绿巨人。这位身经百战的船长咧着下巴，愉快地向你打了个招呼。他一只眼睛是羽毛，乌鸦羽毛般的黑色，另一只是冰蓝色。他的双色瞳在你脸上上上下下打量着。
Like what you see? The mark on this side, it means I'm the second highest rank on the Council of Captains. I'm but one chair below that cockrot Ferrante. Now, I know I offer offered you a full parley, but I'm a pirate, which means I'm loyal to my crew. You killed my 4th chair and a damn good friend. A part of me might be impressed, but a part of me wants to flay the skin from your face. Understand?
说好的不是要在火炉边友好的交谈吗？
If you've an explanation, I'd advise you to give it up real quick. Don't think you'll deflect me, Loveson. Benworth was one of my captains. In addition to being one of the 7 seat holders on, you cut off my right hand. How do you plan to replace it? Only so long as you're loyal to me, you will. But someone's got to fill his seat. I think you're seeing the way of things. How we might come to a beneficial... Now that we've got that out of the way, I'll admit, I really like you, Captain. You got guts. I'd like to make you a deal. Forgive me for dragging you all this way, but I find the proposition of a partnership best works in person. Me and mine within the Principe would make for powerful allies on your side.
那你会对我们效
But
忠
would
吗
you give us loyalty in return? That I'd like to know. Suppose we've to give each other a test. Make sure it's a good fit. Say you wanted to entice an alliance of like-minded captains. You might start by aiding one of my best in Nekataka. She smuggles through the Undercroft. Goes by the name of Mad Morena, she does. And let me tell you, Dove, she's earned the moniker.
莫莱纳。要替另外船长干些简单无聊的工作吗？我简直等不及了。
It's a hidden port. But I'm sure you'll find it, unaided by me. You've a bright future ahead of you, Watcher.
Watcher?
See that you don't tarnish it by flying the wrong pirate's flag. Out with the stale and in with the new, eh? I know you've met with Ferrante, that you may even be working for him, that pribbling cock-rot. But that doesn't mean you can't partner with me instead. Don't do anything to let him catch on. Just... How clever you are. No need to commit to it now. You just think on it the next time you're toiling for a man who'd happily gut you. Oh, when the time's right, we'll set our strategy. Well, what can I do, you lovesome? Got something for me, Dove? I'm all ears. As you wish, Dove. We're the future, and we ain't going nowhere. We're pirates, lovesome. We own this sea. Ferrante pines for a homeland he's never seen. What does old Valia mean to me or my crew? Though if you're Valian and you want to join our bloodline, you're more than welcome. Generations ago, and I grew like a weed in the deerwood. You say Consueglo me casitas. I say Council of Captains. You say Principe. I say best pirates in the Deadfire. You say Swollenet. What? Like for hobbies? When I'm not out plundering the seas, I'm right here ruling my fleet. Don't guess you like the saying? The screams can be rather soothing, aren't they?
就这样子，我们就成为他的手下。
You're a fine sight for sore. What can I do?
我们要在地下室找到他。哦，所以我们就要去地下室，是不是？地下室。 前往地牢，地牢应该就是地下室了吧？
You must gather your party before venture.
I can get it to spill its secrets. It shall open to me. Finished. As you like.
Hmm?通往庭院，那我要去哪里找那个？我要去地下室寻找疯子莫莱纳。那里是……哦，那里是胡雅纳首都。所以说我们所以说不是这里就对了，那我们要走。我们必须走。走吧。我们去涅克塔卡。
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind. The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full. You feel a resonance in your core. A bell ringing in tune with all the others. The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you are alone. And then, you are not. An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them. The shifting image of Berith settles on
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
The pallid night knits her brows. Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Does Aethys frighten you, Berith? He should. Margran subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodika's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodika, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodika steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul. A moon would do the job nicely. As if you could stop me.
The figure beside the aspect of Berith flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Mogren's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Mogren looks at you as one might a wayward...
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward. And the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail. Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond?
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wodika suggests.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who killed Lord Harrond, the man who tormented his dear niece.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault. However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever,
The Pallid Knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Mogren grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Mogren stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Wodika waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys, other than decisive, final action.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet. You are helpless to resist. You tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your spin. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing. You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top of the sky. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin.
怎么众神的废话这么多啊？
I'm all ears. Tell me what's on your mind. Sure thing, Watcher.
.那我们要去沃克塔卡。新人船只。流亡。乞丐维佛鲁斯。他打击他吗？ 中立场，沃克塔卡，道路。王焰烈岛之心。全副武装的海翼。
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers too.
I'm the harbor master.
港务长。
I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka.
我真的需要理由吗？
Yes, you do. You can't dock a ship in the harbor and have your run of Queen's Berth without giving me a good reason for docking here.
你内心深处感觉到一阵令人不快的鼓动，你无法确定这种感觉是身体上还是精神上，但它立刻引发了恶心感。 脑袋里血液奔腾的声音在你耳中轰鸣。
Show them.
Show them.
Show them what you are.
So show them what you are. 叫贝拉闭嘴。
What? Look, I've heard enough.
I will help you.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing?
If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
Now.
What? What is this?
Ooh.
Run for it! So much for discretion.